Peterbot has been winning every FNCS in the last seasons, but this season I believe he's not going to win because there's one team that has figured out how to beat him. And that team is Vidya, Cooper and Sphinx. If you have been looking at North America this season, this has been one of the teams that has been dominating. Peterbot obviously has been dominating, but I'm going to go through this video what I find and why I think the things they do will be an issue for Peterbot. Okay? First things first, Peterbot's playstyle is heavy when it comes to fighting. They get, honestly, sometimes, this shouldn't be a thing, but sometimes they literally get half of their points total in a tournament from eliminations. For most teams, it's not even 2/3. It's usually like 70% placement points and 30% eliminations. So it's absurd that Peterbot can do that, but the thing is, it's not just him. This team, Vidya, Cooper and Sphinx, can actually do that, and in this video you're going to see that, but right now I'm just watching it step by step through. You can skip to the parts of the video where you see them fighting if you want, but you might miss out on some useful stuff. There, as you can see, he was able to get down from the island, and the reason why you want to teleport down and not just fly down is because in these stack games, like there's 75 players alive right now, which is insanely stacked, they will beam you out the air. Here though, Vidya, he hears us fighting, and now we're going to get to see what makes this team good at fighting. Immediately, quick edits. Vidya, there's 3 there. He was ready to close it to be safe, but now his team is here, has played a bit more confident. They get an elimination already, doing a good job at taking control of the open edits, and also not delaying. When you get loot like this, you want to be in and out, but I guess they heard that the team teleported away, so they're not too afraid. And that is just, I think that also makes the team so good, is the confidence to go fight teams like this. In the opens, not the opens I guess, the semi-finals, I don't know why I found that so hard to say, but in the semi-finals, Vidya's team came second, and then they won. Does that remind you of what another team can do? Yes. Only team I've ever heard to be able to get numbers and placements like that would be Peterbot. So that's already another example of what makes this team so good. And I guess another part is why I think this team can beat Peterbot is because I do believe, now I am playing in the EU region, so I have some bias, but I do believe EU is better than NA. So when you get a beast like Vidya come from EU to NA, a player that has never played on it before, something that might surprise Peterbot, there is a chance that can also help. And also, if you've seen, Vidya, Cooper, Sphinx have been dominating in solo cash cups. Cooper even won one of them and got 8 grand. I wouldn't mind getting that now, to be fair. Whoa. See there? Vidya absolutely lasering because he's a great fighter, he's got good aim. They are actually below on Storm Surge. That's surprising, but they won't have to worry. In these stack lobbies, Storm Surge kills so many players. But when you're a team that has the caliber of fighting like Vidya, Cooper and Sphinx, it doesn't matter because all you have to do is teleport on the team, box fight them and kill them. Just like how we saw them do earlier. You can also take trade fights with AR just like that. I mean, it can actually be safer, I guess, because if you have a lot of heals, you can just keep trading and not risk actually getting too close box fighting and make a mistake getting max pumped and your game's up. So that's why I don't think they're like constantly double keying people here. But we're going to see that they're not afraid to do that when they have to either get a refresh or to get Storm Surge. Currently, they're just playing slow enough looking for Storm Surge tags. This is, unfortunately, I think that has to happen in every stack tournament. Right now though, is these teams getting fought? Are they over there? I can't see the usernames. Wait, these aiming out they are. Yeah, the 2 of them are actually over there, and he's so far away. I mean, that's actually surprising. Is he actually? He's not going to go teleport now. Whoa, I guess that shows how confident they are fighters. When they're fighting a different team, Sphinx and Cooper, they're so confident that they don't even need Vidya to come help them. Now that can be a risky strategy if they come against a team like Peterbot. I don't want to be, it was me, I do not want to be 2v3ing Peterbot. But yeah, again, confidence is what these teams that are capable of Peterbot have to have, and to be good at fighting, and that's exactly what they do have. I think Vidil's staying here though because players are rotating in later. He's trying to find bits of storm damage, and he actually gets a kill. That's good for the points. This guy looking to rotate. He's only looking for a few tags. He's not going to kill him because they're teleporting. Damn, there's actually a lot of people here. This is a good strategy by Vidil. But he does have to be careful. If he leaves it too late, he's going to be getting stuck and getting shot by other players. But I guess Cooper and Sphinx are up on that high ground, and they're going to be able to help him when he's on the rotate. Good here, not being afraid to use his mats. Alright, now they're all getting up to Sphinx. Yeah, this is a good idea. Getting up in this position, by the way, is really smart. Getting on a high layer. First of all, using the teleport, you'll actually be able to go further, and you'll be able to have loads of awareness of the surroundings. Because obviously you're high up, you can see everything. I don't know why I'm explaining that, I'm pretty sure you understand. Here there's lots of players on actually the low ground getting scuffed. Vidil editing down, I guess, to change his angle. Very good. Again, trying to get some kills. I know Peterbot is good, guys, but actually a lot of times, especially in these stat lobbies, Peterbot gets so much kills by simply positioning himself smart and using his AR. And I guess Vidil is taking a piece out of that book. And yeah, he's changing his position. I mean, oh, they're rotating. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But changing position isn't that bad of an idea as well. If there isn't a refresh or elimination on, change your angle, change your position, look at someone else, and that usually does help. Here they're just using wooden walls, and because they're going early, there isn't people left and right of them, just in front of them, so that is making this rotate much easier. Again, looks like Vidil's going to look for some storm damage, storm surge tags. Storm damage is not the right word. I'm being a bit stupid, I guess. It's interesting how Cooper and Sphinx seem to be going further ahead than Vidil. I don't know if that's part of their strategy. I mean, maybe Cooper and Sphinx do think Vidil is the better player, and I think it would be a safer bet to have the better player be behind, because usually whenever, let's say, you know, like the IGL rotates ahead, if it's a bad rotate, a team will notice the IGL, but they won't have time to react, but then they'll be ready for the bad players coming in behind. So yeah, it actually does make sense that they leave the deal rotate behind. And maybe, I'm not too sure who actually is the IGL of this team. I can't answer that, but all I know is all three of them are smart enough to be IGLs, because if you can do good in solo cash cups, I believe you have to be quite smart when it comes to end game and knowing what's the right plays are. And each of these players have literally becoming top 10 in many of the solo cash cups this season. So I definitely believe that they're smart enough. How many players are left? Can't see for some reason when he's a minute 45 in this zone is a lot. This is a great position too that Vidil and Cooper and Sphinx. I don't want to say all the names because it's just a habit. Sometimes I ramble, I guess. But yeah, that was a good position. Fortunately, they didn't pull, so they had to rotate. And apparently, Vidil killed Xavi. I think he's Spanish. A Spanish pro player. Something that's important to notice here is look at how many materials Vidil still has. At this stage in the game, that's a lot. So obviously they've been able to keep harvesting, like you saw the way they harvested, and he's harvesting a tree right now. Being able to rotate to dead side and early always allows good players to get their mats up, and you want to increase your chances of doing good in an end game, get more materials before it. I guess another team I noticed that does this was Queasy. I think this is actually when he won Globals, or he came second. I think we know who won Globals. The guy who this video is literally about, and the people who's going to be able to beat him, I believe, Peterbot. Yeah, what I noticed is Queasy would also always rotate to the dead side, get high ground layers, and reharvest his materials, and that's exactly what this team is doing. Strange. Vidil's mass didn't work there. Caused him to take a bit of storm damage, but I'm sure that's not going to cost him the game. Being safe, using the bob, I like that. Good coordination, that was quick. They just turned and all sprayed the same wall at the same time. That is really good team chemistry. And I do think this team is actually getting on really well with each other. So that is also a part of why they're doing so well. Gotta love the replay bugging. That's fine, that won't stop us from other being this game. Again, they're building up on high ground. They don't pull, but I'm sure they're going to be fine because of the Void Mask. You do have to be careful in these type of games, building up on high too early. But I guess because they have so much materials, it might be okay, and they have a lot of ammo. Will Peterbot be playing high ground or mid ground? There's actually a chance he doesn't play high ground as often as you might think, because with these masks, anyone can just go up above you high ground and grief you if they really wanted to. So playing high ground is not always the best bet, especially if you get unlucky with a team. Now, I don't think it will happen where it's always height is always a grief fest, because everyone here is playing for a lot of money. In the grand finals, it will be anyway. So it's unlikely people are going to just start throwing their games. Maybe at the end, but yeah, I don't think I have to worry about that too much. But I definitely do think mid ground, low ground, there's a high chance that the winners of FNCS grand finals will be people playing them more often. Again, this is what we see every time in stacked endgames. It's just constant spraying of the AR. An interesting thing is, if snipers were still in the game, you wouldn't actually get away with just standing there like the deal was, just spraying AR. And yeah, I don't know if I like snipers, because if you like snipers in tournament, comment down below, because like I guess that's the only thing they prevent is like constant spraying up on height. But then obviously very annoying, especially in solid cash cups. You know, you're doing good and then boom, sniper, game's up. So they're always a hard one to know if they're actually better in competitive or not. Alright, the deal still not fully healed up. I think he just threw down. Did he throw him down? Yeah, he threw down the bob to allow him to heal up. Here, they're getting a bit of pressure on high ground. It's going to be interesting to see how do they actually cope with this. Staying together or like putting the pressure back down. I don't know if another team started fighting the team that were fighting them. They might got a bit lucky there, to be honest. I don't think that team was going to be able to stop him anyway. This team is so good at fighting. I actually don't know much about Sphinx, to be honest. With Deal Cooper, I know they're amazing fighters, but I might actually have a view if he's sort of cash games, because I do not know much about Sphinx, but he's obviously good enough to beat the fact that he's on this team and he does perform well. He already has a few kills on the board. For Deal though, with 6, again showing why he's an important part of this team. Here now he's low on materials. Good job at it. Spot a bit of a refresh. And actually he's going back up his teammates, but he wasn't afraid to get a bit closer to the teams and box fight and maybe look for a bit of damage. I think that's what the best teams do, because you need to do that to get refreshes and to get game-winning kills, game-winning points that will be just enough to win tournaments. Now usually to win tournaments that hasn't actually mattered as much, because it's Peterbot always with like 200 points more than what second place has, but that's not going to happen this grand finals. I hope so anyway. I really hope it's a competitive and close tournament. I think for some reason I feel that this might be actually first season in a while, and it might be like that. It actually might be close and not just Peterbot domination. Here, 8 players left. They have to win this to qualify the grands, even though they were going to qualify anyway off consistency. But let's see how they actually get the win here. Again, getting back to each other, and they've done a good job at actually not taking damage, which is definitely an important skill set to have when you want to be a good fighter. I mean, look at them, they're still already have great, saying that was an insanely good shot by whoever just killed the Deal. Unfortunately, when I was seeing from Cooper's perspective, Cooper gave a damage. Again, Cooper's go down, and now it's down to Sphinx to actually clutch up this game. Luckily though, he was the one with heal off. He's healthy, he's looking for the kill. He's now able to find it, but other player already was low, and Sphinx had more heal off, and they get the win. I think this team is going to give Peterbot a run for his money, because they're great at fighting. Their play style is actually similar to Peterbot's, and with Vidal and a player from Europe, he might bring a surprise factor that Peterbot won't be ready for. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You might enjoy watching this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.